The following is a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports. It's time for Post 8 Baseball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Post 8 Baseball is brought to you by Comtech, Bank West, Nystrom Electric, Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping, and American Family Insurance Brittany Scheffelbein Agency.
A fly ball to center field as Spencer Eason is over. For the first time in 2023, roll-eights, and Miles Doyle has thrown a 6-inning no-hitter.
And by Lamb Motors, Todd's Electric, Edward Jones Financial, CHS River Plains, Wagner Auto, Jaeger, Faith Lutheran Church, Leinbach Construction, and First Dakota National Bank.
Here's the 2-0 pitch. There's a line shot. That's to the left side. Bruce will round second. He's on his way to third. Hansen will see if he pulls up at second. He will. And Matt Hansen will have himself the cycle and an RBI double on top of it. An RBI double for Matt Hansen. He's 4 for 4.
Post 8 Baseball is also brought to you by Avera, Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, Shane's Pharmacy, Gales Gas, Oahe Federal Credit Union, May Adam, Fisher Rounds, and Ferding Electric.
The 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and roll-eights. Post 8 gets a big 12-9 victory in Game 2 to earn a split over Post 22.
And by True Green Chemelon, Beck Motors, the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General Division of Consumer Protection, Kruger Contracting, Egtegra, AGE Corporation Ready Mix, Stulkin Peterson LLP. Now let's head to the booth for the call of the game with the voice of Post 8 award-winning KCCR Sports Director John Winkler.
And a good afternoon as we welcome you here to Harrisburg, the final day of the Dakota Classic, final day of pool play, final game of pool play here at Harrisburg as the Eights and Bennington, Nebraska will close out pool play. Harrisburg has already won the pool. They won that last night going undefeated 4-0. They will play another South Dakota opponent in Yankton later on tonight, although that will not count for seed points in the standings. But Harrisburg and Yankton both have won their pools and are going to be playing later on this evening when they will take on playing at the Sanford Sports Complex at 5 o'clock. But here, coming up in about 12 minutes or so, we're going to have first pitch between Pierre and Bennington, Nebraska. After it was a couple losses for Pierre on Saturday, they lost to Harrisburg 12-4, and then lost 11-7 to West Fargo yesterday, as the Eights will be looking for their first win of the tournament and their second win overall here in the season. As Pierre will be the visitors on the scoreboard. It'll be a bullpen type game. Dawson Getz will get the start, but he will throw about 45 pitches. When I was talking with Coach Iverson beforehand, he's going to throw about 45. Then they're going to go to a couple other guys, and they're all going to throw about 45 pitches, which then gives them a day rest and maybe 2 days rest, where then they can pitch again on Wednesday, and you want all hands on deck on Wednesday when you take on Aberdeen in that South Dakota game. This one, a win's great. A win would be great, but if you don't get the win, you're looking to win Wednesday more so than you are looking to win today. In terms of you're going to go get pitchers out, and you're not going to let the game dictate on if you let the pitcher go a little bit longer, because the sights are kind of set on to Wednesday when it becomes an important South Dakota game. We'll talk starting lineups. We'll talk standings, and we'll try and see here what the rest of the tournament looks like. There's 4 teams that were already into the quarterfinals after last night. We'll see if anybody else has joined the quarterfinals after the first games are in the books. And the final games of the Dakota Classic across those 8 pools will be coming up here right around the 1 o'clock hour. We'll step aside for 3 minutes, come back with the standings, starting lineups to get you set for this game between Pierre and Bennington, Nebraska, in the final game of the Dakota Classic here for the Eights. Back in 3 minutes on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Comtech, your local technology solutions provider, is now located on the truck bypass. With great brands like Bose, Sonos, LG, Samsung, Lenovo, and so much more. Stop in to see their new showroom for everything in stock for your personal or business needs. Comtech provides professional installation and service after the sale. Comtech is your local technology store, located now on the truck bypass, or visit us on the web at comtechplus.com.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Nystrom Electrical Contracting in Pierre has been providing professional sales, service, and installation since 1977. Whether you're starting from scratch, new construction, or you're upgrading your current system at your home, farm, or office, give the professionals at Nystrom Electrical Contracting a call. They've got a lot of bright ideas. Call Nystrom's today to schedule a free computer-generated estimate. The number is 224-8750, or visit their website at nystromelectric.com.
Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping wants to make it easy for you to get that lush green lawn and that yard haven that you've been dreaming of. Visit dakotasprinkler.com to make appointments for sprinkler system spring startup, service calls, fall winterization, and landscaping quotes. Trust Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping's professionals to get you through the planning and installation to make your landscaping needs a reality. Visit dakotasprinkler.com today.
With any dream, the wind won't always be at your back. The sun won't always be shining, and some rain is going to fall. American Family Insurance is like a good, solid roof that you can trust to protect your biggest dreams. With plans that could save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. Also, you can continue to dream fearlessly, no matter what comes your way. American Family Insurance.
Visit mfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company assigned its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact the Brittany Scheffelbein Agency, LLC, 224-6627.
Looking for your next new or used car, truck, or SUV? Then go no further than the comfort of your own home. Shop online at lambmotor.com. On lambmotor.com, you'll find the vehicles Lambs has in stock. You can schedule a test drive or your vehicle's next tune-up, all online. New or used, shop for it all online, anywhere you are. Lamb Motor has the right vehicle for you. Lamb Motor in Oneida and online, lambmotor.com.
And we welcome you back here as we are getting set for first pitch between Pierre and Bennington, Nebraska. As let's go through the starting lineups. First for Pierre, who are the visitors in this ball game. Sun and Shine will lead things off. He is the center fielder. Carter Scheffelbein will bat second. He will be the shortstop in at least the start of this ball game. Miles Doyle will be the second baseman. He'll bat third. Dawson Getz is the starting pitcher. He'll batting fourth for Post State. J.J. Buckles, first baseman, will bat fifth. Charlie Simpson, the left fielder, batting sixth. Colter Babcock, the third baseman, will bat seventh. Nolan Peterson, the catcher, batting eighth. And Gunnar Edson, the right fielder, will bat ninth for the Eights. For Bennington, Nebraska, post 266. Mason Bueller would be the leadoff man. He is the center fielder. Hunter Spencer is the shortstop, batting second. Morgan Schumann, the left fielder, will bat third. Ethan Roth will be in the cleanup spot. He is the third baseman. Aiden Smith, the catcher, batting fifth. Caden Anderson, the second baseman, will bat sixth. Houston Hill, the DH, batting seventh. Nolan Jopp, the first baseman, batting eighth. And Cody Parsons, the right fielder, will bat ninth. Jaron Utterbach, the pitcher, will be starting for Bennington here in the final game of the tournament for both these teams. We said Harrisburg has already moved on. Yankton has already moved on from the Augustana pool, as those two teams will now meet the Sanford Sports Complex at 5 o'clock tonight. They will play in the one quarterfinal game. Lincoln Pius won the Harmon West pool, and Columbus, Nebraska won the Harmon East pool. And those are the four winners that have gone on so far. Norfolk, Nebraska, and Gretna East are playing in the Renner pool. They're both 3-0. The winner of that game will take on Lincoln Pius. The Sanford pools are a little bit more of a trying to figure out how things are going to work. If Lincoln North Star and Gretna, Nebraska both win, there's no worry about any of it. But depending on how things line out, we could see anywhere from three different teams win the Sanford pool of number one, and then the same for three different teams winning that Sanford pool number two. Brandon Valley needs, Jamestown won their game. They beat Huron So now Brandon Valley needs St. Michael, Minnesota to win their game. And if they do, Brandon Valley win the pool on the tiebreaker of the runs allowed. If St. Michael, Minnesota will lose to Ralston, then Jamestown will win the pool with the tiebreaker, with Jamestown beating Brandon Valley last night. That is the look at how the Dakota Classic is shaking out. As Bennington, Nebraska will take the field. Let's take one more break, 30-second break. Come back with first pitch after this. You're listening to Post-State Baseball on KCCR. Watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
No one likes to have electrical problems, but when they happen, call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. With over 28 years of experience, Todd's Electric can handle any type of electrical problem, whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural. Their knowledgeable staff knows and understands the importance of your home, business, or ag facility and are prepared to help. Call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. That's 223-2518. Todd's Electric, serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre areas. The line to power.
We are set and ready to roll here from Harrisburg in the final game of pool play. As the Eights will close out their tournament, same with Bennington, Nebraska. West Fargo won earlier. Make that Fort Calhoun won over West Fargo just moments ago. And that is the 4 teams playing today. They are playing for one more game, one more of their guaranteed games, because Harrisburg had already won the pool last night when they went 4-0. But now the chance to just come out with a win to end the tournament. With Bennington, Nebraska having won their first, or having won yesterday, they're 1-2. Post-State at 0-3. The Eights are looking to be at 1-3 by the end of this tournament. First pitch coming in. That is over for a strike as we're underway at 12:57. 3 minutes ahead of schedule in their final game of the Dakota Classic. Sutton Sunshine, who's had an excellent tournament, digs in. He'll swing at the 0-1 pitch and fouled away, and the count's now 0-2.
All balls can be returned to the concession stand for a treat.
Sunshine yesterday in that leadoff spot went 1 for 2 against West Fargo, and also went 1 for 2 against Harrisburg. But he'll swing and miss for strike 3, and he's down 3 pitches in the ball game, and there's the first down here in the top of the first, and it'll bring up Carter Scheffelbein.
To the plate, shortstop, Carter Scheffelbein.
Utterback has thrown 4 starts. This will be his 5th start, 21 and 3rd innings in those 4 starts. He's 2-0, 19 hits, 14 runs allowed, 11 of them earned. As Scheffelbein will take strike 1 the outside corner. 7 walks, 26 strikeouts. The ERA at 3.61 and whip at 1.22 for the starting pitcher for Bennington, Nebraska. Scheffelbein will reach for the 0-1 pitch and is fouled out of play, and the count's now 0-2. So by innings pitch, this is the guy coming in the weekend, Utterback, who had the most for this Bennington, Nebraska team. 0-2 pitch. That one's upstairs, and the count's now 1-2. He was almost 2/3 of the way of a immaculate inning before that ball came to Scheffelbein. Scheffelbein also having a good tournament so far. Went 2 for 4 against West Fargo, and also gone 1 for 2 against Harrisburg, and 2 for 5 on Friday. And so line that one and line it out to the right fielder in Parsons, and there's now 2 down, and he'll bring up the number 3 hitter in Miles Doyle.
Good hit, good catch.
Morgan Schumann out in left, Mason Bueller in center, and Cody Parsons in right. Ethan Roth at third, Hunter Spencer is at short, Caden Anderson at second, Nolan Japp at first. It is Aiden Smith behind the plates, and the pitcher in Jaron Utterback that will deliver the first pitch here to Miles Doyle. That will be on the outside corner for a strike, and it's quickly 0-1 as Utterback has got ahead of all 3 hitters here in the first inning so far. Right-hander toes that right side of the rubber, first base side of the rubber, as the 0-1 pitch will miss, and the count's now 1-1. Post-State was coming into this weekend with the team batting average at 208, and so far that has increased as Doyle has swings and misses, and there's now an 0-2 count, or 1-2 count here to Miles Doyle. Team batting average coming into the the final day is at 250, so they've raised it almost 50 points here this weekend. But that'll be taken for strike 3 at the knees and 2 strikeouts in the inning. A 1-2-3 inning for Utterback. No score at the end of the top of the first as Bennington, Nebraska will come to the plate back in a minute on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Yag Air Incorporated is your locally owned ag chemical and seed retailer. Yag Air Incorporated offers reliable ground and aerial application. For the latest seed and chemical pricing, contact Kyle at 605-280-8710 or Tony at 605-280-4771. Yag Air for all your ag chemical and seed needs. Kyle 605-280-8710 or Tony 605-280-4771.
Sometimes you get a piece of it and the ball sails over the fence. Other times, despite your best efforts, you strike out. I'm not just talking about the game, I mean your day. This is Pastor Sam of Faith Lutheran Church. Whether today feels like a home run or a strikeout, I encourage you to join us for worship. We celebrate when God gives us a wonderful day. We provide support and encouragement when that third strike comes. Come join us for encouraging and uplifting worship at Faith Lutheran Church.
We welcome you back. It is a no score between Pierre and Bennington, Nebraska. We have the bottom of the first. You're listening to KCCR Pierre, a Riverfront broadcasting station. Drew McIntyre is back at the station. John Wickley here on this Sunday afternoon. Happy Father's Day to those that are watching, and I guess to those that are not watching either. But happy Father's Day to everyone here on a beautiful Sunday here in Harrisburg as the first pitch to the leadoff man and Mason Bueller. He swung on and missed for strike 1. Right around first pitch, 80 degrees here in Harrisburg. A little bit of a breeze, 12 miles an hour winds out of the west as it counts 1-1 here to the leadoff man Mason Bueller. 1-1. A miss low and outside. The count goes to now 2-1. For Dawson Getz. This is his second appearance, but first start overall. 2 innings in that first relief appearance. That'll be popped on the right side. That one goes a long way out to the right fielder, and Gunnar Edson to make the catch. The leadoff man retired here in the bottom of the first inning. That one carried a lot farther than what originally thought maybe it would, and there's one down here in the bottom of the first, and it brings up Hunter Spencer.
Right, brings up the shortstop, Hunter Spencer.
But for Getz, with those 2 innings and those relief appearances, he is 0-1 so far, with giving up 2 hits, 1 run, being an earned run. It will strike out, ERA 3.5 and a whip out 1. The first pitch missed for ball 1. There's a ground ball to the third baseman, fielded by the third baseman, Coulter Babcock, on a hop, and the throw to first is in time, and there's 2 quickly down here in the bottom of the first inning.
Ground out brings up the left fielder.
Hopefully eventually get the YouTube feed to kind of catch back up, and the video at least to kind of catch back up for you and be able to be a steady stream. As the first pitch is over for strike 1 to Morgan Schumann. This Bennington, Nebraska team was coming into the weekend at .312 batting average. Haven't scored a whole lot of runs over the weekend, but haven't been able to hit the ball. They're sitting at 11-9 overall as a team. They lost 5-2, 3-0, and then won 3-2. There's a ground ball back to Getz coming off the mound, and the throw to first will be in time, and both pitchers have a 1-2-3 inning in the first inning. We head to the second, no score between Pierre and Bennington. Back in a minute on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Look, it's no secret that owning a vehicle can cause a lot of stress, and they get a lot of wear and tear on them through the extreme seasons we've grown to love. Graham Tire wants you to know that you can trust them with any problem that you have with your vehicle. Their ASE certified mechanics can make your AC cool again, or even just change your oil. They can look into and fix those noises that seem to come from nowhere and have you stressed out. Bring your car to Graham Tire so they can put your mind at ease. Graham Tire, your tire store next door.
Why am I so sore? There are everyday moments.
What? Hey, hold the ladder! Hold the ladder! hurt, and there are epic moments.
Slide, 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 slide. Class of 1995!
When a moment creates a health need, visit the experts at Avera Orthopedics. We're moving health forward so you can tell the story. Learn more at avera.org/orthopedics.
Top of the second, no score on the American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. 4, 5, and 6 here for the 8s. Dawson Getz, J.J. Buckholz, and Charlie Simpson. Anybody reaches base, Coulter Babcock. Really didn't get a chance to talk any hitting-wise for Bennington. Didn't get a chance to talk the defensive lineman for Pierre in that first inning. We'll do so a little bit more in the second inning, but the pitcher, Dawson Getz, will come to the plates.
Pitcher, Dawson Getz.
And he will throw about 45 pitches in this game. They're gonna go with a bullpen type outing to keep guys available for Wednesday and taking on Aberdeen. That's their lone South Dakota game of the week, and during the week, that's their only game of the week as the first pitch is over for strike one to Dawson Getz. They'll go to the Minot tournament next weekend, will appear, and play Friday and Saturday, guaranteed 4 games with 2 on Friday, 2 on Saturday. That one's fouled away, and the count's 0-2. Then after that, they would have to be one of the top 2 teams of the 5 that are there to play it Sunday morning. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That is outside, and it's now 1-2. But a good start for Dawson Getz on the mound, getting those 3 outs rather quickly, and can maybe then, even with 45 pitches, try and get a little bit deeper into that ball game and maybe go at least 3 full innings. That one's fouled at the plates. Getz just stays alive, and the count's still at 0-2. Getz went 2 for 3 against West Fargo after going 0 for 3 against Harrisburg early in the day, but had a 2 for 3 day on Friday with a triple and a 3-run home run. So he's another guy that is, the hitting is coming along here for Post State. They had the pitching in the first couple games, didn't have the hitting. Not that they haven't had the pitching, but it's been a little bit tougher sled for the pitchers in ball games where Pierre's been able to score a lot more runs. As it counts 3-2 now here to Dawson Getz, looking to be the first man to reach base for either side here in the top of the second. 3-2 pitch is popped foul right behind the press box, and it remains at 3-2. Wednesday, we got coverage starting at 4:45. The doubleheader begins at 5 o'clock, Hometown Hero Nights, as we will be honoring the lawn chair gang in between games. That 3-2 pitch will miss low and away. It's a leadoff walk to Dawson Getz, the first base runner for either side, and it brings up J.J. Buckholz.
The walk to Getz brings up the first baseman, J.J. Buckholz.
Buckholz has picked up a couple RBIs in the weekend with 3 RBIs, 1 in each game so far. Had a double yesterday in the 11-7 loss to West Fargo. Outside the Harrisburg game, 2 of the 3 games, Pierre has out hit their opponents. Even though they did not get the win, they've been out hitting their opponents. That's kind of indicative of how last year went, too, that the offense was there throughout the entire season. They were out hitting teams, but just couldn't outscore teams. A lot of walks and errors that kind of factored into that. There's a swing and a miss, and the count's now 0-2. It's really factored into a couple of losses here this weekend as well. But the walks have turned into runs. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Buckholz will sky this one out towards left center field. That wind will not be able to carry it farther than the center fielder and Buehler to make the catch. And there's one down here in the top of the second. And it will bring up Charlie Simpson, the left fielder.
Fly out to center brings up the left fielder, Charlie Simpson.
Simpson had the game off against West Fargo after going 0 for 1 against Harrisburg. And overall went 1 for 4 against Fort Calhoun as the first pitch is fouled away by Simpson. The count's 0-1. Dawson Getz leads away from first. Here's the 0-1 pitch. It'll bounce in. Good block there by the catcher and Smith, and the count's now 1-1. Coming into the weekend for Bennington, Nebraska, and a team ERA at 2.74, a team batting average against at 222. That one's over for a strike. The count's now 1-2, and sitting at 11-9 on the season now, farther along into the weekend with those 3 games being played. Again, the team that's not going to give a whole lot of runs, as that one to be fouled back, and the count remains at 2-2. And they had scored 113 runs through the 17 games that they had played, so they were, not a team that doesn't score a whole lot, but it's been a struggle for them to score runs here this weekend. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Simpson. Line shot, base hit. First hit of the ball game for either side. First and second with one away here at the top of the second. Good piece of hitting there for Charlie Simpson. And it brings up Coulter Babcock, the third baseman.
Base hit by Simpson. Brings up the third baseman, Coulter Babcock.
Coulter Babcock and also Bridger Babcock, too, both through yesterday. Coulter went 3 1/3 innings in relief of Miles Doyle against Harrisburg. Gave up 5 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned, 5 walks, and 5 strikeouts. Ended up going 1 for 2 as well in the ball game against Harrisburg, and did not hit. That was the only 2 at-bats he's had so far of the weekend. 1-0 count here to Coulter Babcock. Another good block there from Smith. The Aces will try and take an early lead. They've led in 2 of their 3 games this weekend, but have not picked up that win quite yet. That one's over for a strike at the knees, and the count's now 1-1. And Nolan Peterson and Gunnar Edson, the 8 and 9 hitters that are due up next for Post 8. 1-1. Swing and a miss. It's now 1-2. Babcock had gotten his second hit of the season yesterday. And for hit number 3, an RBI as well, but that one will miss low and away. And the count's now 2-2. 2-2 pitch here to Coulter Babcock. That one is at the knees for a strike, and a backwards K. Third strikeout for Utterback, and his second backwards K, and there's 2 down. And it's up to Nolan Peterson to try and drive in the game's first run.
With 2 down, now batting the catcher, Nolan Peterson.
Gets who led off the inning with a walk, and 1-out single for Simpson. They're on at first and second and 2 away here in the top of the second. First pitch is at the knees for a strike, and the count's 0-1. In the final game of the weekend for both these teams, Peterson will fly this out towards right field, backing up the right fielder Parsons. Almost got turned around, but he's able to make the catch and retire the side here in the top of the second. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 men left on base. No score between Pierre and Bennington as we head to the bottom of the second. Back in a minute on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
The Toyota truck family. Outlast and outlive every adventure. The Toyota Tundra is large and in charge with exceptional performance, making the powerhouse ultra-capable for practically any task. The Tundra delivers proper performance with a twin-turbo V6 engine and 10-speed automatic transmission for when the going gets rough. Whether you're conquering off-road trails or hauling the weight of the world, the Toyota Tundra at Capital City Toyota is offering great APR rates as low as 1.99% for 48 months, with other specials up to 72 months for qualified buyers. Contact a sales professional at Capital City Toyota today.
At Shane's Pharmacy, your healthcare is important, and Shane wants to be the pharmacist to take care of you. Shane's Pharmacy will make sure your prescriptions are filled in a timely manner, they will answer your questions, and they will even deliver to your home or office. Call 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy, the pharmacy you know and trust. The number again is 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy in Fort Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
It is the bottom of the second and a scoreless game between Pierre and Bennington, as we welcome you back on this beautiful Sunday afternoon from Harrisburg. 4, 5, and 6 for Bennington, Ethan Roth, Aiden Smith, and Caden Anderson. As the aides defensively, we go through that here. Charlie Simpson's a left fielder. Sutton Sunshine is out in center, and Gunnar Edson in right. Coulter Babcock at third, Carter Shufflebine at short, Miles Doyle at second, J.J. Buckles at first, Nolan Peterson behind the plate. And Dawson Getz, who had that 1-2-3 inning, will be looking for the same here in the bottom of the second against the 4, 5, and 6 hitters for Bennington, Nebraska. And again, the quarterfinals are halfway set going into today. And a couple of, do know that one team of Norfolk, Nebraska, and Gretna East, they are playing at Renner right now. The winner of that one is the pool winner, as both teams are 3-0 going into the final game of pool play. They would play Lincoln Pius, but Harrisburg and Yankton are coming out of this Harrisburg and Augustana pool to play each other at 5 o'clock tonight. So we do know there will be at least one South Dakota team that will be in the semifinals at Augustana tomorrow, as the first pitch is over for strike one to Ethan Roth. A one pitch. That one is flown out towards right center field. Sunshine, who started to come in. Now he's still drifting out there in right center, but he'll make the catch, and the leadoff man is retired here at the bottom of the second. That brings up Aiden Smith.
Center brings up the catcher, Aiden Smith.
Smith, a .250 batting average coming into the weekend. No extra base hits, but has 4 runs driven in through the first 17 games of the season. First pitch to him. That one will be missing low and away for ball 1. Here's the 1-0. That one's a ground ball to the right side. Miles Doyle will field it. His quick throw to first will be in time. Another ground out. Third ground out of the ball game for Dawson Getz, and there's 2 down here in the bottom of the second, and it will bring up Caden Anderson, second baseman.
Ground out to Doyle brings up the second baseman, Caden Anderson.
Other South Dakota teams that still have a shot to win. Brandon Valley's got a chance to win, maybe Brookings as well, and as the first pitch is over for strike one to Caden Anderson. Brookings had to win their game earlier today. They did not, so they were eliminated, so they will not win their pool. They go 2-2. This will be flown out of play on the left side. That counts 0-2. T has a chance maybe to win their pool still if they get a win and get a little bit of help as well. Here's the 0-2 on the outside edge. Flown out to left field. Charlie Simpson will get over there. He will make the catch, and that almost got over at the top of him. But another 1-2-3 inning for Dawson Getz. No score after 2 between Pierre and Bennington, Nebraska. Back in a minute on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Most of us already know that Gales Gas of Pierre is the place to call for propane. They offer an automatic fill plan so you never have to worry about running out of propane. They accept debit and credit payments or a budget payment plan to spread out the cost throughout the year so you never have surprises when you get your bill. For delivery, convenience, and great customer service, call Gales Gas at 224-5518. That's Gales Gas at 224-5518.
People helping people. Have you ever wondered what the benefits are of becoming a Owyhee Federal Credit Union member? At Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we reinvest profits in you. We do this in the form of lower interest rates, higher dividends, and low to no fees. So come check us out or come in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre, because at Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we treat our members like they own the place because, well, they do. Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
Top of the third, no score with American Family Insurance Brittany Schoffelbein scoreboard, as it will be 4 post eights, 9-1-2. Gunnar Edson, Sun and Shine, and Carter Schoffelbein. First 3 hitters here in the top of the third inning, as the eights will be trying to get on the board first. Gunnar Edson picked up a base hit against the Harrisburg Post 45 team. First pitch is over for strike one to him. Went 1 for 2 and also 1 for 3 on Friday against Fort Calhoun. The 0-1 pitch, that'll be on the outside corner at the knees, and it's now 0-2. He quickly picks his head up, thinking that might have been a little bit low and away. But Jaron Utterback ahead in the count, 0-2. 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and a strikeout for Utterback. And there's one down here in the top of the third, and that's the fourth strikeout of the ball game for Utterback.
Center fielder, Sutton Sonnenschein.
And it brings back up the top of the order in Sutton Sonnenschein. That was the pitch clock. The pitch speed is working here at Harrisburg. 74 miles an hour on that off-speed pitch, and a swing and a miss by Sutton Sonnenschein. Counts 0-1. That is outside. The count is now even at a ball and a strike. Sitting around mid-70s is the starter for Bennington at Jaron Utterback. The 1-1 pitch. Ground ball on the left side. Slow roller. Fielded by the shortstop in Spencer. His throw is low, but dug out by the first baseman. And there's two down here in the top of the third. And so far through
Nifty play by
the
Spencer.
first 16 batters, only Charlie Simpson has a base hit.
Carter Scheffelbein.
As Carter Scheffelbein now will come to the plate. He flew out to the right fielder in Parsons in his first trip to the plate. First pitch at the knees for a strike, and the count's 0-1. Here's the 0-1 from Utterback. That'll miss outside. And the count is now even at a ball and a strike to the post-8 shortstop, who would assume would maybe move over to third when Dawson Getz will reach that 45-pitch mark. Swing and a miss. That one might have been outside, but maybe a little high as well, but it'll off right, and the count's now 1-2. And Utterback will be looking for the second strikeout of the inning, another 1-2-3 inning. That's fouled straight back, and we'll do it again here at 1-2. One-two pitch from Jaron Utterback. Couple signs he didn't take, and now he'll deliver the 1-2. That is low and outside, and the count is now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two upcoming here from Utterback to Scheffelbein. Ground ball on the left side again, fielded by the shortstop in Spencer. His throw to first much higher this time, and it is a 1-2-3 inning. Second 1-2-3 inning of the ball game for Utterback. We head to the bottom of the third. Still no score between Pierre and Bennington. Back in a minute on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
The lawyers at the May Adam Law Firm in Pierre know how important your families are to you. If you've been putting off getting your affairs in order, know that the May Adam Law Firm is available to counsel you through your questions and help you get the documents in place so that you've made your loved ones secure. Call them at 224-8803 and they can chat with you about how to document your concerns and care for your family. We're all in this together, and the May Adam Law Firm is ready and able to help.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Bottom of the third, 7-8-9 here for Bennington, Nebraska. Houston Hill will lead things off. Nolan Japp and Cody Parsons. First pitch is a high chopper to Coulter Babcock at third. His throw is low, and it's unable to be dug out cleanly. Might have went off of the runner of Hill getting to first base. And it is a leadoff error. They'll be charged to Coulter Babcock. And the first base runner for Bennington.
Nolan Japp.
So now here is Nolan Japp, the first baseman. He's hitting .217 with the double and 3 runs driven in coming into the weekend. Showing Button pulls it back, and it will be high for ball 1. Cody Parsons then will be the next man, and barring a double play, we'll get the top of the order up for Bennington. That's a ground ball that's going to get through past the diving Miles Doyle into right field. The runner will round second on his way to third. The throw will be coming into second, and it's first and third with nobody out here for Bennington. They are in business here in the bottom of the third inning. So now here is Cody Parsons, the right fielder.
Brings to the plate, right fielder Cody Parsons.
First RBI opportunity for Bennington, Nebraska. That was only pitch number 18 for Dawson Getz. As Cody Parsons will dig in, corners will be in, middle will stay back. They'll trade 2 outs for a run. You got to score a run anyway to try and win a ball game. So not quite concerned in the bottom of the third of stopping just 1 run. If it's a 1-0 game, maybe you're a little bit more concerned about it. Showing bunt, maybe a safety squeeze. Instead, they'll toss over to first and back in safely without a tag is the runner at first and Jap. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's a line shot down the first base line. That is fair, right on the line. One run will score. The runner will round third, and it's an RBI double for Parsons and a 1-0 lead for Bennington. Unearned run will score against Dawson Getz. It's back to the top of the order, and 7-8-9 get the job done for Bennington.
Center fielder Mason Beekler.
As Mason Beekler will step back to the plate, he flew out to the right fielder in Edson in his first at-bat. 3:18 coming into the weekend. And time will be called, and Dawson Getz will tell Nolan Peterson to come out and have a chat with them, maybe to switch up some signs with a runner on at second. Technically, well, it is the first at-bat of the game with a runner on at second after the base hit went first to third. Here is the first pitch. That'll be flown out of play. It counts 0-1 here to Beekler. So again, 45 pitches, right around that mark is where Dawson Getz going to finish his day on the mound. He's at 21 right now, so he's right at that halfway mark as that is missed for ball 1. That counts 1-1. Runners at second and third with nobody out. This will be popped up on the right side. That'll get out of play. The count is now 1-2. In the final game here at Harrisburg, Harrisburg and Yankton will play at the Sports Complex tonight at 5 o'clock. In the quarterfinals with that spot at Augustana in the semifinals for tomorrow morning. That'll miss for a ball, and the count's now 2-2. Here is the 2-2 pitch. This will be off the hands. Coming in, it's going to drop in. Shufflebein will field. His throw to first will be in time to get him, but a run does come in to score to make it a 2-0 ball game. Good play by Shufflebein to get the out, to get at least one out. And RBI ground out, 6-3 for Beekler.
RBI ground out by Beekler brings up the shortstop, Hunter Spencer.
Hunter Spencer, who grounded out to the third baseman, and Babcock in his first at-bat digs back in. Line shot down the third base line, but is foul, having to duck away from it. Was the runner on third and Parsons, who had the RBI double. So an unearned run against Dawson Getz, and then that earned run makes it 2-0 for Bennington. That one will miss low and away, and the count's 1-1. Here is the 1-1 pitch. That'll bounce. It is right in front of the plate. Rolls just a little bit behind the turf around home plate. After Peterson blocked it up, and the spin of it didn't take it far enough away for that runner at third to even think about trying to take off for home. 2-1. Ground ball that is foul. And the count is now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pitch number 30 upcoming here for Dawson Getz. looking for his first strikeout as well. 2-2. This will be fouled out of play on the right side. It stayed in play right at the fence, but no chance for Edson anyway to go get it. Count remains at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Runner on third here with 1 out in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And a 2-0 lead for Bennington. The 2-2. That'll bounce in. Good block from Peterson, but no offer from the number 2 hitter, Hunter Spencer, as Morgan Schumann, the left fielder, is on deck. Full count pitch here from Dawson Getz. Off the hands. Grounded, may have gone off the bag, might have gone off the glove of Babcock, but it'll be a base hit. Rounding first on his way to second. Didn't get very far in the outfield, but we'll get a double for Hunter Spencer and another RBI to make it a 3-0 lead. Now the number 3 hitter, and Morgan Schumann.
Morgan Schumann.
Schumann had a 392 batting average coming into the weekend. Most hits on the team, tied with the most hits on the team with the cleanup man in Ethan Roth. 12 runs driven in. The lefty digs in. He's 0 for 1. First pitch is over for strike 1. So after 6 straight retired by Dawson Getz, the first 3 reach base, along with the ground out and another RBI double. Here's the 0-1 pitch. There was a swing and a miss, and the count's 0-2. I don't know if it's Charlie Simpson that will be next. Maybe Sun and Shine. Have a chance to maybe get on the rubber. 0-2 pitch. Line shot in the left field. That's down for a base hit. Simpson comes up with it off of a hop. It's going to be a single. And it's first and third. Here with the 1 away.
Base hit by Schumann brings up the 3rd baseman, Ethan Roth.
And to bring up Ethan Roth, who flew out to the center fielder in Sun and Shine to lead off the bottom of the 2nd. After how Dawson Getz was so efficient through 2 innings, stayed under 20 pitches through 2 innings. Now he's laboring here in the 3rd, and Bennington's threatening to score again. First pitch will come inside, nearly hit Roth, but missing for ball 1. There is no DH here in the ball game, so you can move guys around in different spots. Runner takes off. The throw to second. It's going to be cut off. Now they got the runner caught between home and third. Babcock, he'll throw it home. Peterson, the throw back. The tag. Doyle did not get the tag applied. And second and third here with 1 out. So second and third with nobody out. Or makes it with 1 out. And the count is 2-0. That one had missed for a ball as well. So second and third again now. A chance to make this a handful lead. That'll miss low, and the count's now 3-0. .3-0 pitch. That's over for a strike. And Doyle did the right thing right away, was not make a throw to any base as soon as he caught it. The runner stopped. You can run at the runner, get him to choose which way to go. Then the throw to third to Babcock, back home for Peterson. You don't want to. You want to chase him back to the last bag he's at and make one throw. That one was a little bit more difficult, as it ends up being a walk to Ethan Roth, and Aiden Smith will come to the plate with the bases loaded here with 1 out. It's the first walk issued by Dawson Getz. And Doyle just quite wasn't at the third base bag to apply the tag, and able to get around was the runner at third, and Spencer to not be picked off. Just about everything was executed well for Post State until that last couple throws. That one's over for a strike, and the count's now 1-1. bases are loaded here with 1 out. Smith, who grounded out to the second baseman Doyle, 0 for 1. 8th man to come to the plate here in the third. That'll miss outside. The count's now 2-1. Dawson Getz now with just 2 pitches remaining in terms of what Coach Iverson was talking about. If he does go that 45 pitch count and only at 45 pitches, that'll be coming inside. And no swing, says home plate umpire. And the count's now 3-1. And Getz in danger of walking in a runner here. 3-1 pitch. That's a line shot into the gap out in right center field, and multiple runs will score. Second run will round third. He'll come in. Runner rounding third to try and score all 3 of them. All 3 runs will come in to score. It's a 6-0 lead for Bennington here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. A 3-run double for Aiden Smith, and it's 6-0. And Coach Iverson will come out, and that will end the afternoon here for Dawson Getz on the mound, and we'll tell you the changes when we come back. Back in a minute. You're listening to Post-8 Baseball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Ferding Electric has a long history of doing electrical work the right way. Economical service, professional work, and customer satisfaction is why they can say that. Ferding Electric can do residential, farm, and commercial projects. Doesn't matter if they are charged with new construction or a remodel project, they get it conducted. Contact the staff at Ferding Electric at 224-8684. They can light a spark into your next project. Ferding Electric, 224-8684.
Hey, yo, Speedo's Lawn Care.
Hello. Say, my yard's in rough shape. It's got weeds, brown spots, and crabgrass.
Yeah, no problemo. What shade of green you need? We got 31 shades of green over here. Even the latest shade of septic tank grass green. That one just naturally gives off a glow.
Call the professionals at True Green. They know how to get your lawn healthy and keep it healthy. They guarantee it. All technicians are trained and certified.
Call True Green, 224-1916.
So Sun and Shine now is on to pitch for Post-8, and unfortunately for Dawson Getz, who was perfect through 2 innings, only got just 1 out in that 3rd. And Sun and Shine now will be called on to try and keep this a 6-0 deficit. 3-run double by Aiden Smith. The leadoff air got the whole inning started. And for Dawson Getz, who went 2 1/3, giving up 5 hits, right now 6 runs, 5 earned, with a walk and a strikeout, but he's still responsible for that runner on at second. Looks like he is going to go out to center field and replace Sun and Shine.
Second baseman, Caden Anderson.
So I believe that is all we have. Dawson Getz will be out in center. Sun and Shine will be now on the mound. First pitch swinging as Caden Anderson will pop it up foul territory, and unable to make the catch is Coulter Babcock. Down the line on the third base side, and the count's 0-1. That wind carried it a little bit farther out and then behind where Babcock was running to, and ended up being behind him as it fell for strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That'll miss low and away, and the count's now 1-1. And this is for Sun and Shine, his first chance to get on the rubber for Post-8 in the Senior Legion. Making his Senior Legion debut. That one will be missing outside, and the count's now 2-1. On deck, Houston Hill, who led off the inning with reaching on an error. 2-1 pitch is popped up on the left side, foul territory again. Long run for everybody. Sun and Shine will call everybody off, and the pitcher will come off the mound to make the play. And there's 2 down here in the bottom of the 3rd, and it will bring up now Houston Hill.
Nice play by Sun and Shine. Brings up the DH, Houston Hill.
Hill is 0 for 1, reaching on an error back in to lead off this inning. Here's the first pitch from Sun and Shine. Runner start to take off. This will be popped up foul. That'll get out of play on the right side. The count's 0-1. Well, coming up tonight here on KCCR, we continue College World Series, as it'll be North Carolina, Tennessee. Both those teams got wins on walk-offs on Friday. Runner takes off. That one will pitch, will bounce to the left of Peterson, and it'll be a stolen base for Smith to reach third. He had 3 different walk-offs in the first 3 games. And still a 1-run ball game. Texas A&M beating Florida earlier this morning. They didn't play start until after 10 o'clock last night out in Omaha. They had weather that was obviously not too far from us. We had tornado watches that were just to the south of the Sioux Falls area and the county south of Minnehaha. That one will be grounded up the middle. Shuffle by the shortstop will field. His throw to first will be in time. And 2 batters and 2 outs for Sun and Shine coming in relief to retire the sign. But 10 guys come to the plate, 6 men score. With 1 error in the inning, had 5 hits and 1 man left on base. We head to the top of the 4th, 6-0 lead for Bennington over Pierre. Back in a minute on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Beck Motor Company, your local Chevrolet dealer in Pierre, would like to thank all our customers for their business. This year, we are celebrating an amazing 55 years in business. We appreciate each and every one of you. Our family-owned and operated Chevrolet dealership is dedicated to providing our customers with top-notch service in every department. We offer a vast inventory of new, used, and certified pre-owned Chevrolet and Cadillac vehicles. Our staff is committed to helping you find the perfect vehicle that you will love for years to come. Check out our inventory at www.beck-motors.com. Beck Motor Company, Pierre.
If you're like a lot of South Dakotans, you've made a purchase online for services or products and have had no issues. Unfortunately, scammers view the internet as their playground, and they're constantly deploying new scams to attempt to take your hard-earned funds. Fraudulent websites have grown by leaps. Consumers and businesses need to check all aspects of a website before making any type of purchase. Questions regarding this scam should be directed to South Dakota Attorney General's Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986.
First pitch to Miles Doyle will miss outside for ball 1 as we're underway here in the top of the 4th inning. Doyle's 0 for 1. The Eights are down 6-0 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebein scoreboard. Here's the 1-0. That's a line shot to left field, but right at the left fielder and Schumann to make the catch. And the leadoff man retired here in the top of the 4th. Hit on the nose, and Schumann was
well struck by Doyle, but nothing to show for
really
it.
didn't have to. He only took a couple steps just to
Center fielder Dawson gets.
not even position himself, just center himself on the ball. So Dawson Getz now will step in. He walked the first base runner for either side. That came in the top of the 2nd. Eights had first and second with 1 out, but did not score as Getz will foul the first pitch back to the netting. First 2 innings for Dawson Getz. Barely had 15 pitches through 2 innings. That's the ground ball to the third baseman, fielded by Roth. His throw to first will be in time, and it's 2 up and 2 down quickly here in the top of the 4th for Jaron Utterback. And J.J. Buckles now will come to the plate, who's 0 for 1.
First baseman J.J. Buckles.
But he was around 15 pitches, 6 up and 6 down. Very efficient those 2 innings, but then just couldn't get anybody out in the third. Ended up giving up 6 runs with 5 earned. That first pitch will bounce in for ball 1 to J.J. Buckles. Flew out to the center fielder in Beekler in his first at-bat. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss, and the count's now 1-1. JJ's never going to get cheated on a swing. Seen that all season, all weekend. But he's hit a couple balls really hard, including a double in that last game. He's got 3 runs driven in 3 games. Was in the outside corner for a strike, and the count's now 2-2. Looking for another 1-2-3 inning is Jaron Utterback. The 2-2 pitch. That'll miss low and away, and the count's now 3-2. I'm going to quickly get back to the plate and try and add on to this 6-0 lead that Bennington has. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and it is a 1-2-3 inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. We head to the bottom of the fourth. Bennington leads Pierre 6-0. Back in a minute on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Building a home. It's the biggest investment most of us make in a lifetime. Not to mention it's a decision that, well, you pretty much live with day and night. The quality of the workmanship stares back at you like a reflection. It also affects the value of your investment. Choosing the right contractor is critical. Kruger Contracting is that contractor. Call 222-2523. Quality workmanship and materials completed on time. Kruger Contracting. In a word, quality. Call 222-2523.
AGE Corporation's Contractors and Crane Service is a proud supporter of Pierre Governor Athletics. For almost 60 years, AGE has been building South Dakota. For all your site work construction and crane work needs this season, AGE is here to help. Give them a call. AGE Corporation and Crane Service, 223-2732. That's 223-2732. AGE, proud supporters of local sports.
Bottom of the fourth, it is going to be 8-9-1. Nolan Japp, Cody Parsons, and Mason Beekler. Anybody reaches base, it'll be the number 2 hitter, Hunter Spencer. 6-run third inning for Bennington. And the run rule that we saw yesterday against Harrisburg is closing in on potentially being in play right now. If Bennington would score 2 runs, they'd be up 8-0, have a chance to then close it out in the 5th inning. If they score 6 runs like they did last inning, as that one is launched foul. Way ahead of the swing was Jabb, but he launched that one, which probably had home run distance, but ended up being well fouled. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That'll miss low and away, and the count's now 2-1. But if they would score 6 runs in this inning, that would end the ball game too. A 12-run rule after 4, and an 8-run rule after 5. 2-1 pitch. That'll miss low and away, and the count's now 3-1. So Sun and Shine, who is in relief of Dawson Getz, got the first 2 guys that he faced to get out of that inning, but now is potentially giving up that first base runner. That one's at the top of the zone. The count's now 3-2. Houston Hill, Nolan Japp, and Cody Parsons. This is Japp, the number 8 hitter, but the 7, 8, 9 guys got the job done to get on base and to get those first runs scored. As the count remains full after that foul ball to the lefty first baseman. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and a strikeout for Sun and Shine. It's 3 in a row to start his outing. And there's one down here in the bottom of the fourth, and it brings up the number 9 hitter and Cody Parsons.
Right fielder Cody Parsons.
Parsons is 1 for 1, doubled home a run, getting Bennington on the board. And his only at-bat so far. First pitch to him, upstairs for ball 1. Mason Beekler that is on deck. 1-0 pitch is upstairs, and the count's now 2-0. A little bit of interest for the North Carolina-Tennessee game. It'll be coming up tonight on KCCR. That will be flown out towards left center field. Dawson Getz out in the outfield, will backpedal to make the catch and retire Parsons for the second out. And it will bring up the top of the order here for Mason Beekler. But two South Dakota guys
brings up the center fielder, top of the order, Mason Beekler,
are playing for both Tennessee and for North Carolina. The first pitch is missed for ball 1. Marcus Phillips, who even got to pitch in the win against Evansville in the regional, he is playing for Tennessee, and Will Simmons here at Harrisburg, went to Harrisburg, is playing for North Carolina. So South Dakota be representing at least one guy into we know that one guy will be into the one win away from getting to the World Series Championship Series. With them playing later on tonight, 2-1 pitch is flown out towards left field. Long run for Simpson, diving, and he makes the catch for the third out. Nice play for Charlie Simpson, and retires the side here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Looked like maybe he had dropped it as he was going to the ground, but he hung with it. And a 1-2-3 inning for Sun and Shine.
Nice catch by Simpson.
And a 6-0 lead for Bennington over Pierre at the end of 4. Back in a minute on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. We will actually keep it here on KCCR as we head to the top of the 5th inning. It'll be Charlie Simpson, Coulter Babcock, and Nolan Peterson. If anybody reaches the base, it'll then go to Gunnar Edson, 6, 7, and 8 here for Opposed State. But again, the game tonight on the air for us on KCCR, North Carolina, Tennessee, with a potential of maybe seeing and hearing a familiar name coming in. Marcus Phillips, who is a pitcher for Tennessee, and boy, how fun that is to have a couple of South Dakota guys playing in Omaha right now. As Simmons and Phillips playing for North Carolina and Tennessee, respectively. With a familiar name up here reminding me of that, and Mr. Kusler over here telling me that reminding me that Will Simmons was there, and I did not know that Marcus Phillips was at Tennessee, so that last name might be familiar to everybody here in Pierre too. As Charlie Simpson will step to the plate. He singled, the only base hit so far for Opposed State here as we get into the top of the 5th inning. First pitch swinging, and that'll be strike 1 to Simpson. Made a nice diving catch out in left field to end that 4th inning. Got a 1-2-3 inning and 5 in a row retired for Sunshine coming out in relief. And there's a ground ball, slow roller, but a nice play by the third baseman Roth. The throw to first will be in time. And another man retired, as that is going to be now 8 to make that 9 in a row retired. Since Simpson got the base hit, has been all out since then for Jaron Utterback. Coulter Babcock now will come to the plate. Make that look like Bridger Babcock now will hit for Coulter Babcock. First pitch is over for strike 1.
Your attention, please. Now batting for Pierre, number 15, Bridger Babcock.
So Bridger Babcock will hit for Coulter Babcock. As he waits on the 0-1 pitch, that'll bounce in. The count's now 1-1. And Bridger had hit for Coulter yesterday as well. When he came in relief, he replaced the DH. He went 2 for 2 with a hit by pitch against West Fargo. Was also 0 for 1 being hit by a pitch and walking in the game against Harrisburg. He swings and misses, and the count's now 1-2. So the on-base percentage, and even just in general, the batting average for Bridger Babcock has been good through the 2 games that he has played and been able to hit in. That one will miss. That will actually hit him. And it's going to be another hit by pitch for Bridger Babcock, and a runner on at first. Retires or ends the streak of 9 in a row retired by Utterback, and it brings up Nolan Peterson. In Bennington, Nebraska, if they get a 0 here, we get into the bottom of the 5th inning, and 2, 3, and 4 are due up. They'd be 2 runs away from finishing off a win. As that first pitch will miss for ball 1 to Nolan Peterson. Peterson went 2 for 3 against West Fargo yesterday afternoon, that second game. And had gone 0 for 1 against Harrisburg. Ground ball to the third baseman, the throw to second for 1 to first. It is not going to be in time. It ends up being just a fielder's choice. As it is runner on at second with 2 down, or make that runner on at first with 2 down, and a 5-4 on the fielder's choice. And it brings up Gunnar Edson. Number 9 man Gunnar Edson struck out swinging back in the top of the 3rd inning, leading off that inning. First pitch will bounce in for ball 1. Good block there by the catcher and Smith. A 1-0 count here to Edson. Here is the 1-0. That one is fouled out of play on the right side. Hit the pole that is the last pole of the netting, bouncing back towards home plate. And the count is now even at a ball and a strike. Wind blowing out towards right center field. Something the gap could maybe score Peterson. Pickoff attempt and diving back in safely over at first is Peterson. Here is the 1-1, swing and a miss, and it's now 1-2. And for Sutton Sunshine, who will be coming back out to pitch in the bottom of the fifth, he has thrown just 22 pitches in an inning and 2/3. Retiring all 5 guys he's faced. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and a strikeout of Edson, and retires his side. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We hit the bottom of the fifth. Bennington leads Pierre 6-0. As it will be 2, 3, and 4 for the Bennington, Nebraska team. Hunter Spencer, Morgan Schumann, and Ethan Roth. Again, coming up on Wednesday, we'll have a cover starting at 4:45 and first pitch at 5 o'clock. As the Eights will take on Aberdeen. The Smitties will be in town. A chance for the Eights to get their second and third South Dakota wins. Right now sitting at 1-10 in the season, but overall in South Dakota games at 1-5 after being swept by Brookings and Renner. Able to split with post 320 and be looking for wins against the Aberdeen Smitties coming up on Wednesday. We'll have coverage at 4:45, first pitch at 5 o'clock, and if you can't make it out to the ballpark on Wednesday, we'll on YouTube and over the air as well, we'll have the ceremony of the hometown hero and the lawn chair gang that will be honored this year as Pierre Poste's hometown hero, which will be fun to see all the guys that will end up being there. It's a long list of gentlemen and now ladies that are part of the lawn chair gang. They were the lawn chair guys until this year and add their first couple females to the group and had to rename to the lawn chair gang. I don't know if there's any better supporters than the lawn chair gang who come to just about every Pierre baseball game, regardless if it's senior legion, junior legion, high school baseball. Been there to the Zap and Trappers games. There for the 13 and 14U games. They are there at just about every game that's played at Hyde Stadium. There's a ground ball that'll be fielded over at third. The throw to first will be not in time. I don't know if the throw got Buckles off the mound or not. After it was Bridger Babcock trying to make the play over there at third base, and leadoff man is on base. Here in the bottom of the fifth inning for Hunter Spencer. Runner takes off. The throw to second. The tag applied on the throw, the catch, and the tag, and they got him out. Shufflebein gets the tag applied, and it's a strike from Nolan Peterson. And after the leadoff man reaches base, Peterson throws it right on the money to Shufflebein to make the tag. And there is now one down and a 1-0 count here to Morgan Schumann. Schumann is 1 for 2. That pitch is outside, and the count's now 2-0. So here in the bottom of the fifth, 6-0 lead for Bennington. That'll be on the outside corner for a strike, and the count's now 2-1. Just the first guy that reached base against Sutton Sun and Shine was quickly retired. Going to be an error in charge of the third baseman for Spencer to reach, but was quickly retired then. 2-2 pitch is fouled back, and the count remains at 2 balls and 2 strikes. As Sun and Shine getting up to the near 30 pitch count. 2-2 is high and outside. The count's now 3 balls and 2 strikes. You're listening to KCCR Pierre Riverfront Broadcasting Station. The 3-2 is outside for ball 4, and the first walk issued by Sun and Shine. There's 1 on and 1 out.
Third baseman, Ethan Roth.
This will be pitch number 30 for Sun and Shine as Ethan Roth, who drew a walk. The only other walk that has been issued by Post-State pitching staff here in this ball game. He came around to score that 3 RBI double by Aiden Smith. First pitch will bounce in. That'll get to the backstop. And they will call time as that pitch got behind the netting and underneath, or back behind the backstop here. And so it is a wild pitch that makes it runner on at second here with 1 away. Here's the 1-0. It'll be flown out of play on the right side. The count's now even at a ball and a strike. One here from Sun and Shine. That'll come in and hit him. And so Roth is now on, and that is would be the winning run here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Again, 6-0 lead, but with the Dakota Classic, it is an 8-run rule after 5, as we'll have a pinch hitter coming up here for Bennington, Nebraska, as it'll be Dominic. Trying to read the writing. I actually don't even have him on the stats either. Mendocino, I think Dominic Mendocino might be the guy.
Hitting for Bennington, number 13, Dominic Mendocino.
So he will hit in place of Aiden Anderson. Here's the next pitch. That'll miss low. I believe the count is 1-1, maybe 2-0. Excuse me, 2-0 to Mendocino. He was hitting for the first time. Stats-wise, don't have anything on him. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That's over for a strike, and the count's now 2-1. Runners at first and second here with 1 out. Bennington trying to take advantage and get through this 6th inning. That will get to the backstop. Another wild pitch to make it second and third, and all of a sudden it's a base hit away for Bennington to try and win the ball game. And send Post-State's back to Pierre at 0-4 in the Dakota Classic. 3-1 pitch. This will be popped up on the right side. J.J. Buckles near the first base bag will make the catch, and there's now 2 down. And it will bring up now the number 6 hitter, as Caden Anderson will come back to the plate. He's 0 for 2.
Second baseman, Caden Anderson.
If we get to the 6th inning, Post-State will have the top of the order. First pitch is over for strike 1 here to Anderson. Runners at second and third with 2 outs. Base hit. Most likely in the ball game, or at least Bennington will try to make it in the ball game. 0-1 pitch is outside, and the count's now 1-1. Houston Hill, who been on base 1, he is on deck. There's a ground ball to Buckles over at first. He'll make the play, and he'll step on the bag, and that will send us to the 6th inning. No runs in the inning, 1 error, no hits, and 2 men left on base. We had 2. The 6th inning, 6-0 lead for Bennington over Pierre. Back in a minute on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
At AgTegra, we're leveraging the power of the cooperative to benefit our farmers and ranchers, their families, and local communities. We're creating jobs for your neighbors and putting money back into our communities. We're lending a hand in our rural fire departments, food banks, and 4-H and FFA programs. That's what local is all about. When you do business at AgTegra, you help us make a difference in your community. AgTegra, strong, stable, dependable, and local.
Stolken Peterson LLP has been your local CPA firm for over 40 years, offering tax preparation, bookkeeping, payroll, and consulting services. If your business, farm, or ranch needs professional, accurate, and reliable services, we are your firm. Our clients are our #1 priority. If you need a higher level of accounting service, give us a call at 605-224-5828. That's Stolken Peterson LLP, 222 East Missouri Avenue in Pierre.
Tyler Wise will come to the mound now for Bennington, Nebraska. Here in the top of the 6th.
Number 19, Tyler Wicking.
I think that's for Jaron Utterback, give up a hit, no runs, 1 walk, and 6 strikeouts. As it will be the top of the order for Poe State. Utterback was efficient, throwing 68 pitches in 5 innings. And for Bennington, now with the final 6 outs, trying to get those 6 outs. Sun and Shine will dig in. He is 0 for 2 so far in this ball game here in the top of the 6th. First pitch is upstairs for a ball, and they will not even attempt to appeal to first base, saying that he did not swing, and the count's 1-0. Don't think they would have won the appeal anyway, but the 1-0 pitch to Sun and Shine over for a strike, and the count's now 1-1. So Tyler Wise has thrown 11 innings so far. This will be his 3rd relief appearance and 5th appearance overall. The count's 2-1 with a 1-1 record, 11 hits, 7 runs, 6 earned. 4 walks, 15 strikeouts, 3.82 ERA, and a 1.36 whip. That one's high and outside. The count's now 3-1 here to Sun and Shine. Batting average against it, .250. As he makes his 5th appearance of the season, 3-1 pitch. Sun and Shine with a line shot into center field. That's going to drop in front of the center fielder in Beekler, and the leadoff man is on base to kick off the top of the 6th. Just the 2nd hit of the ball game for Poe State. And it'll bring up Carter Shufflebine, the number 2 hitter. Shufflebine also 0 for 2 so far.
Carter Shufflebine.
Everybody stays the same as the first pitch is over for strike 1 with the DH of Houston Hill for Utterback. Wise coming in the game does not change the lineup at all for Bennington. A 1 pitch will be well outside. The count's now 1-1. See if maybe the Eights can string something together here and get something rolling. Down 6-0 here in the top of the 6th. After hitting so well all tournament long, bats are a little bit quiet right now. Here's a ground ball to shortstop. Throw to second for 1. Back to first. Not going to be in time. Second time that Poe State has grounded into what could have been a double play, but hustling down the line was Peterson, and now Shufflebine this time. And 6-4 on the fielder's choice, and there's 1 down here in the top of the 6th.
Now batting second baseman, Miles Doyle.
Miles Doyle's 0 for 2. Struck out looking in the first to end that first inning, and then flew out to line down to the left fielder in Schumann to kick off the top of the 4th inning. First pitch swinging, fouls that back to the netting, and the count's 0-1. Just 1 walk and then a hit batter for Utterback along with 1 hit. So 3 base runners in total along with that fielder's choice. As he was about as efficient as you can be through 5 innings. Here's the 0-1. This will be flown out towards right center field. That one's going to go over the head of the center fielder and all the way out to the wall. 1 hops off the wall. Shufflebine will round third. He will come in to score. Doyle, he rounds second on his way to third after it was misplayed out in center field. And Doyle will get an RBI triple, and the Eights are on the board here in the top of the 6th. He slowed up around second, then had to turn on the burners.
brings up the center fielder, Dawson Getz.
And an RBI triple for Miles Doyle, his first triple of the season. And it's Dawson Getz who's got a chance to make this a 6-2 ball game with 1 out. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Late on that swing, 81 miles an hour and low and away in the zone. Maybe a late thought to swing at it from Getz. Here's the 0-1. That is outside, and the count's now even at a ball and a strike. Be 7, 8, and 9 for Bennington in the bottom of the 6th inning. 1-1 comes inside, and the count's now 2-1 here to Getz. 0 for 1, walked in the 2nd, ground out of the 3rd baseman in the 4th. That one's grounded right back up the middle. That's going to get through for a base hit. And it's a 6-2 ball game. Back-to-back RBI hits for Post States. Gates are showing some life here in the top of the 6th inning. And it brings up J.J. Buckles.
RBI single by Getz brings up the first baseman, J.J. Buckles.
Buckles, who is 0 for 2. Flew out to the center fielder and also struck out swinging in his 2 trips. First pitch, he swings and misses for strike 1. So 2 hits in the inning after having just 1 through 5 innings for Post State. And that one is on the outside corner, and the count's now 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch. Ground ball on the right side, but that will be foul. And the count remains at 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch again upcoming here to Buckles. This will be flown out towards right center field again. Getz will go about halfway. Center fielder still tracking it down, and Beekler will make the catch. A couple of feet shy of the warning track, and there's 2 down, and Buckles will have a long fly out for the 2nd out, and it brings up Charlie Simpson.
Left fielder, Charlie Simpson.
The only guy with a base hit through 5 innings for Post State. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Also ground out to the 3rd baseman as he waits on the first pitch, swings and misses for strike 1. 83 miles an hour. That fastball from Tyler Wise. Here's the 0-1. That one's upstairs, and the count's now 1-1. Sun and Shine with 40 pitches in 2 2/3 innings. Nobody went to the bullpen out in left field to start warming up. I think maybe it'll be Charlie Simpson that maybe will be pitching next. And we'll see if Sun and Shine will have a couple, if he'll maybe try and get through a batter in the 6th inning, or if they'll start a fresh, clean inning. As that one's a curveball that drops in for a strike at 1-2. From 83 to 64 on that curveball. It's a 20-mile-an-hour difference. So it's a big spread. 1-2 pitch is looked out for strike 3, and that will retire the side here in the 6th inning. 2-run score on 3 hits in the inning, and there were no errors. And 1 man left on base. We head to the bottom of the 6th. 6-2 lead for Bennington over Pierre. Back in a minute on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Brought to you by Limebach Construction Incorporated, who can build your recreational home or building along the beautiful lower Lake Oahe area. Whether if your hobby is hunting, fishing, travel, or water sports, we can come up with a building design that will fit your interests and expectations. We pride ourselves on using quality products, customer service, and open communication. Limebach Construction is locally owned and operated, serving the Missouri River community since 1994. For area of service and more information, contact Bill Limebach at 605-223-2738. That's 605-223-2738. Comtech, your local technology solutions provider, is now located on the truck bypass. With great brands like Bose, Sonos, LG, Samsung, Lenovo, and so much more. Stop in to see their new showroom for everything in stock for your personal or business needs. Comtech provides professional installation and service after the sale. Comtech is your local technology store, located now on the truck bypass, or visit us on the web at comtechplus.com. So we have our answer on what's going to happen with the pitching situation. Carter Schuffelbein will now be on the mound for Post State. This will be his first outing of the year. He did not pitch in the high school season, has not pitched so far for Post State. So first varsity Senior Legion appearance combined for Scheffelbein, as it will be 7-8-9 for Bennington, Nebraska here in the bottom of the 6th inning with a 6-2 advantage right now. But Sudden Sunshine had himself a good outing without allowing a run and gave up in 2 2/3. Did not give up a hit, no runs, had just one walk and a strikeout for Sunshine, as Houston Hill will lead things off against Scheffelbein. Hill, Japp, and Parsons, 7-8-9 for Bennington. First pitch will miss low for ball 1. And Scheffelbein, who did not play the final last half of the high school season with an injured back. Swing and a miss, and it's now 1-1 here to Hilt. Then had an appendix taken out. And really, that back injury is one that you're concerned about, just him being maybe good, just wanting them to be good in the fall, but able to work through it, be better, be ready to go, and he's thankfully been able to play some games for start with the Junior Legion and had a great showing in the Junior Legion, then came out and had his first games with Post State last week, and now a 2-2 count here to the first man he's facing on the mound, Houston Hill. 2-2. That'll miss low and away, and the counts, or low and in, the count's now 3-2. Three-two pitch. That one is just outside for ball 4, and a leadoff walk issued. Third walk of the ball game issued by Post State pitching staff, and it brings up Nolan Japp, who is 1 for 2. Sudden Sunshine, again, 2 2/3. No runs, no hits. 1 walk and 1 strikeout. Did also hit a man. Only 3 guys that reached base on an air, walk, and a hit by pitch. All came in a row, too, even though one was thrown out trying to steal second. First pitch will miss outside for ball 1. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That'll miss low and away, and the count's now 2-0. Really first time for Scheffelbein to be on the mound in a game since last summer, which I believe was the state tournament, the 14U state tournament. So go from not even being pitching in Junior Legion to going from 14U to the Senior Legion side of things being on the mound. But a low leverage situation. Your team's down by 4 in bottom of the 6 in a non-South Dakota game. Good chance to get that first outing, regardless of how it goes for Scheffelbein, and good chance to just to get some work in. And then it saves the rest of everybody else available to throw on Wednesday. 3-1 pitch. This will be high fly ball into shallow right field. Long run for Doyle to go out to make the catch. Grayson Hunsley is out in right field, but Doyle goes out to make the catch, and there's one down now here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And we'll get a pinch hitter.
Bennington, number 1, Caden Prendergast.
Caden Prendergast will come to the plate. He had just 2 at-bats coming into the weekend as he fouls the first pitch away, hitting in place of Cody Parsons, and then back to the top of the order for Mason Beekler. You're looking for a ground ball to get out of this 6th inning quickly. 0-1 pitch. That'll miss low, and the count's now 1-1. So Hunsley out in right field in place of Gunnar Edson, which that spot comes up 3rd in the 7th inning. 1-1 pitch will miss low and in. The count's 2-1. Where Post State is, regardless of the outcome, they start out 0-3 and maybe you'll make the comeback and finish 1-3. If not, obviously be an 0-4. And the glass half full approach of an 0-4 weekend is that there's not multiple things of why you went 0-4 in every single game. Might be multiple, might be different things here and there, but you're doing your part to win a lot of ball games, just not doing every part to win ball games. 3-2 pitch. This will be flown out of play on the right side. And he stays alive at 3-2, does Prendergast. Now the Eights out-hit 2 of their 3 opponents. The Harrisburg game, it tipped the cap to Harrisburg. They hit the ball well. Miles Doyle was frustrated after that inning outing that he had. But Harrisburg, they won that game, as there's a swing and a miss for the second out. It's the first strikeout for Schuffelbein, and it's now the top of the order for Mason Beekler.
Your attention, please.
But he will be a pinch hitter.
Pinch hitting for Bennington, number 15, Elliot Anderson.
Elliot Anderson will come in and hit for Mason Beekler here in the bottom of the 6th. 200 batting average coming into the weekend was just 1 for 5. A balk will be called against Schuffelbein, who did not stop. And now a runner will be on at second with 2 outs, no pitch, and so Anderson got to see a pitch and doesn't even have to worry or doesn't get ahead of the count. Didn't matter if it was a strike or not. Here's the first pitch now to him and over for strike 1. But Post State hit the ball well in 2 of 3 games. Get some good pitching here in this game. Obviously that 6-run inning in that third. You start to hit the ball a little bit better, but hitting wasn't quite there for the first 5 innings of the ball game. And it's not just, saying, well, we got to be better in this area, and that area, and that area in every single one of these games. It might be this area for this game, might be another area for another game, but you're seeing this team start to gel a little bit and play good baseball. Just haven't got in from playing good baseball to then playing good winning baseball, as it counts now 1-2. It's just the little things that happen here and there that the difference between winning and losing baseball games. 1-2 pitch. That one's fouled back, and the count remains at 1-2. And Schuffelbein's got to make sure that he comes to a complete stop. Doesn't want another balk called against him to move that runner over to third. But he is a strike away from getting a scoreless bottom of the 6th inning. 1-2 pitch. That one's fouled away again. And it remains at a ball on 2 strikes. And the Eights will have 7, 8, and 9 due up in the 7th inning. Right now needing a 4-run comeback. 1-2. That'll miss outside and will get away, and the count's now 2-2. A wild pitch moves the runner from second to third. And a base hit will make this a 5-run lead. 6 runs in the third for Bennington, 2 runs in the 6th for Post States. All the scoring we've had so far, and all the scoring we will have through 6 innings. A swing and a foul tip into the mid of Peterson, a strikeout for Schuffelbein. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We head to the 7th, last chance for Post State here in the Dakota Classic. Down by 4, back in a minute on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Nystrom Electrical Contracting in Pierre has been providing professional sales, service, and installation since 1977. Whether you're starting from scratch, new construction, or you're upgrading your current system at your home, farm, or office, give the professionals at Nystrom Electrical Contracting a call. They've got a lot of bright ideas. Call Nystrom's today to schedule a free computer-generated estimate. The number is 224-8750, or visit their website at nystromelectric.com.
It is the top of the 7th, and Post State is down their final 3 outs.
Number 12, Ethan Roth.
As Ethan Roth now will come and pitch here for Bennington. He'll move from his third base position to throw for the 7th inning and try and get the final 3 outs to finish out a 2-2 weekend for Bennington. After starting out 0-2 on Friday, they have a chance to win both Saturday and Sunday.
Leading off for Pierre Post 8 in the 7th.
As Bridger Babcock will come to the plates.
Bridger Babcock.
Coulter Babcock went 0 for 1. Bridger Babcock was hit by a pitch in the 5th inning. Was retired on a fielder's choice. First pitch will be on the outside corner for a strike. So Wise went 1 inning, giving up 3 hits, 2 runs, no walks and a strikeout. As Roth is ahead in the count 0-2. And for Roth, this will be his first outing of the season. Has not thrown yet in the summer, but his first chance on the hill. 0-2 pitch. That one's lifted into left center field for a base hit. Good piece of hitting for Bridger Babcock. Go the other way with it. Inside outs into left field. And a leadoff single. As the Yates now pick up their 5th hit of the ball game.
Base hit by Babcock brings up the catcher, Nolan Peterson.
And now all of a sudden, Post State has got the same amount of hits as Bennington, who only got hits in the 3rd inning. There was 1 error and then either walk or hit by pitch that guys got on base. In every other inning, they didn't have a base runner till the 3rd, but in the 4th, 5th, and 6th, had 2 walks and a hit by pitch along with an error for those guys to reach base. That pitch is over for a strike to Peterson. Count is 1-1 to the Post State catcher, who was 0 for 2. Flew out to the right fielder and also grounded into a fielder's choice. Grayson Hunsley will hit next for Post State. 1-1 pitch. There's a base hit, and the first 2 are on to start the top of the 7th. And it's 1st and 2nd here for the Yates, who have now out-hit Bennington.
Attention, please. Pinch hitting for Pierre, number 5, Grayson Hunsley.
So Grayson Hunsley have a chance to swing and chance to get 7, 8, 9 on the base to bring up the top of the order for Post State here, down by 4 with nobody out in the top of the 7th. First pitch swinging. Hunsley will fly this out towards right center field as the wind will drift it out there, and Beekler will make the catch. Or maybe Elliot Anderson, who's out there in place, but either way, the center fielder will make the catch. And there's one down here in the top of the 7th, and it's the top of the order now for Sun and Shine.
Center fielder, Sutton, Sun and Shine.
Sun and Shine is 1 for 3 in the ball game. Singled back in the top of the 6th inning, helped get the leading off the 6th inning, get the inning started to score those 2 runs. There's a ground ball on the left side. This will be fielded by the shortstop. Throw to second for 1. Back to first. It is not going to be in time. Nearly a double play. Peterson is still standing at the bag at second. And there's now 2 down here in the top of the 7th.
Your pitcher, Carter Scheffelbein.
I'm wondering maybe if they had missed the bag or not, but a fielder's choice. 6-4 puts Post State now down to their final out as Carter Scheffelbein will come to the plate. So Scheffelbein, who is 0 for 3 with a fielder's choice. First pitch swinging, and he'll foul that one out of play, and the count's 0-1. So the Yates now down to their final outs. After getting the first 2 guys on base, a fly out and a fielder's choice. Need a 4-run rally here with 2 outs for the Yates. A 1 pitch. That is missing high and outside, and the count's now 1-1. Miles Doyle, who has the RBI triple. And Dawson Guest with an RBI base hit. Doyle represents the tying run for the Yates. 1-1. Reaching for it, and the count's now 1-2. Here to Scheffelbein. Now the Yates down to their final strike here in Game 4 of the Dakota Classic. 1-2 pitch. Reaching for it, grounded to the right side. Fielded by the second baseman and Pendergrass. The throw to first will be in time, and that will end the ball game. Post State will fall 6-2 to close out the Dakota Classic to Bennington, Nebraska. We will step aside, come back in 2 minutes to wrap it up here from Harrisburg. You're listening to Post State Baseball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping wants to make it easy for you to get that lush green lawn and that yard haven that you've been dreaming of. Visit dakotasprinkler.com to make appointments for sprinkler system spring startup, service calls, fall winterization, and landscaping quotes. Trust Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping's professionals to get you through the planning and installation to make your landscaping needs a reality. Visit dakotasprinkler.com today.
With any dream, the wind won't always be at your back. The sun won't always be shining, and some rain is going to fall. American Family Insurance is like a good, solid roof that you can trust to protect your biggest dreams. With plans that could save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. Also, you can continue to dream fearlessly, no matter what comes your way. American Family Insurance.
Visit mfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company assigned its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact the Brittany Shufflebind Agency, LLC, 224-6627.
Looking for your next new or used car, truck, or SUV? Then go no further than the comfort of your own home. Shop online at lambmotor.com. On lambmotor.com, you'll find the vehicles Lambs has in stock. You can schedule a test drive or your vehicle's next tune-up, all online. New or used, shop for it all online, anywhere you are. Lamb Motor has the right vehicle for you. Lamb Motor in Oneida and online, lambmotor.com.
No one likes to have electrical problems, but when they happen, call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. With over 28 years of experience, Todd's Electric can handle any type of electrical problem, whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural. Their knowledgeable staff knows and understands the importance of your home, business, or ag facility and are prepared to help. Call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. That's 223-2518. Todd's Electric, serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre areas. The line to power.
And as we welcome you back here to wrap things up for Post States in the Dakota Classic, as the Eights go 0-4 this weekend, they fall 6-2 in Game 4 of this Dakota Classic. 6-run third inning for Bennington with RBIs, 3 RBI double for Aiden Smith, RBIs for Mason Beekler and Hunter Spencer. Cody Parsons got to the first RBI with an RBI double in that third inning. Had 6 runs, 5 hits with an error and 1 man left on base for Bennington. That was the only hits they had in the ball game. They had just 5 hits, but they all got him in 1 inning, and they scored 6 runs on top of it. Post State scored their 2 runs in the 6th with RBI triple for Miles Doyle and RBI single for Dawson Getz. As the Eights get 2 runs on 6 hits, 2 errors, 6 men left on base. Bennington had 6 runs, 5 hits, no errors, and 4 men left on base. So 3 of the 4 games this weekend, Post State out-hits their opponent, but unfortunately did not get the win in any of those 3 games. The winning pitcher, Jaron Utterback, as he went 5 innings, giving up a hits, no runs, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts. Tyler Wise went an inning, giving up 3 hits, 2 runs, no walks, and a strikeout. And then Ethan Roth with an inning pitch, giving up 2 hits, no runs, no walks, and no strikeouts. As Dawson gets 2 1/3 innings when he's a losing pitcher, had 2 perfect innings, but 2 1/3 innings, 5 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned, 1 walk, and a strikeout. Sudden Sunshine went 2 2/3 without a hit, no runs, 1 walk, and a strikeout. Carter Shufflebind had an inning pitch, no runs, no hits, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts for him. Time of the ball game was an hour and 33 minutes. As the Eights will fall in all 4 games this weekend to here in the Dakota Classic to 1 Harrisburg being that South Dakota opponent. But our next games will be a doubleheader against Aberdeen on Wednesday. Coverage will start at 4:45, first pitch at 5 o'clock. Between games, we'll have the Hometown Hero Award given out to the lawn chair gang. So we invite you out to Hyde Stadium, and also make sure that you check out the YouTube or listen on YouTube, listen on with your on the radio as well. We get the KCCR app. Transistor radio work perfect too to work to be able to listen in real time as the game is happening at Heights Stadium. But I want to say thanks to Drew McIntyre back at the station. John Wickley here signing off. 6-2 win for Bennington over Pierre as we say so long from Harrisburg.
You've been listening to Post 8 Baseball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Post 8 Baseball is brought to you by Comtech, Bank West, Nystrom Electric, Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping, American Family Insurance Brittany Scheffelbein Agency, Lamb Motors, Todd's Electric, Edward Jones Financial, CHS River Plains, Wagner Auto, Jaeger, Faith Lutheran Church, Limebach Construction, First Dakota National Bank, Avera, Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, Shane's Pharmacy, Gales Gas, Owyhee Federal Credit Union, May Adam, Fisher Rounds, Ferding Electric, True Green Chemlon, Beck Motors, the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General, Division of Consumer Protection, Kruger Contracting, Egtegra, AGE Corporation Ready Mix, Stulkin Peterson LLP. Join us all season for Post 8 Baseball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. This has been a special presentation of